Alright, nice.
Home.
So you're with your woman?
Yeah. That's the lady right here.
How long have you guys been together?
More or less 10 years.
More or less 10 years? What would you say is like a secret to like a long lasting?
Secret?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Communication.
Communication?
Yeah, just talking it out.
What do you guys want to get into?
Nothing, just walking around.
Sure.
Just hanging out, day off.
Good to hear, good to hear.
Let's
see. What would you say is like some red flags that I should look out for? Because me and my lady, we just started, so I mean...
Red flags?
I want you and your girl has been together for 10 years. I'm out here in mine, I want to last long. Like, what are some red flags maybe I should look out for, or other people should look out for?
We should look at no more. When she just starts disappearing, always on the phone, stuff like that. I mean, you'll feel it, you'll know.
And then I'm also trying to get lit right now, so what's your preference and what do you think I should have?
Lit?
Yeah.
Oh man, what do you like drinking,
Yeah,
smoking?
liquor, both, all of the above.
Shit. Me personally, I like IPAs, I like hard drinks, I like vodka. I don't smoke, I used to. But body can't take it no more. You're young, dude, try everything.
Alright, got it.
You know what I mean?
Got it.
Yeah, no regrets. Oh look, we're fighting right here, dude.
Oh, you want to get that?
Hey, you didn't say your name. You didn't say your name though. You didn't say your name.
Irvin, I'm from LA, man. Born and raised.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Just agree with your girl all the time.
Wait, hold up. All right, now go.
Wait, what is it?
Top notch interviews, the best in the West.
Shout out to best. Shout out to best top notch in the West. These nut hot got
Yeah.
Welcome up. What's going on in Hollywood? We're out here on a beautiful Wednesday night. We're here with
Pharaoh.
Farrah and Louis. We're just asking a few basic questions. Dewey. Farrah Dewey. My bad.
It's alright though.
My bad. We're just interviewing you some couples questions. So, what are some red flags, would you say, when you're just starting to talk to someone and you want to maybe get into a relationship? What would you say are some things to look out for? Person.
Okay.
Red flags.
I want to say some of the red flags is probably look at it, some of their behavior, see how they behave.
Behavioral patterns, for sure.
If they give a fuck, if they care about money, not fuck. Careful.
Yeah, let 'em go.
Also, what else would I say besides some red flags? Yeah, pretty much they behavior patterns, see how people is, how they, how they treat you.
Right, if they really love you, you'll know the real love, you know.
Yeah.
And some advice about toxic relationships. If you're in one, you stick with it. Do you get out? I don't know. I'm young. I don't know much about love.
And you can stick with it. If you stick with it, you gotta work on it. But you can stick with it. You're going through the same path.
Definition of
It pretty much depends. Like it depends. What that person into.
You said you two have been friends. You two are friends now.
Yeah.
How long?
7 months.
7 months. Do you think it's possible for a guy and a girl to stay strictly in a friendship?
It just depends. Like I said, stay friends, or if you want to take it further. But it's best to be friends, take it slow. That's how I look at things.
You gotta take shit slow because you rush. My fault. If you rush a relationship, that ain't gonna work. Y'all trying to force the love. Y'all gotta build it.
And do you have any like advice as far as like keys to success, whether that be like relationship, life?
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. You gotta have a goal. Like y'all gonna do so. You gotta go. Keep going.
Sex moment.
Stop. Say like I'm in a car. I'm driving a car. I'm going to Walmart. I stop and get me. If I keep going to that destination, I go. I'm get me. You gotta keep going like a cop.
So tonight on Hollywood Wednesday, you guys heading anywhere? Bars, go to the club?
Yes, come on, the fast. Try to get some money out here.
Which
Ain't it wrong, ain't it wrong. 33,
shout out.
33 on Instagram.
You're all good, you're all good. 33 on Instagram. But thank you for your time. You know, I know it was a short interview.
I gotta get talking to you.
Definitely. Hollywood, we're out here tonight with Pasha. So we're just gonna ask a few simple questions, relationship questions. We're wondering, what are some things with red flags? Let's say you're just starting off talking to somebody. What are some red flags to look out for when you're talking to somebody?
They ask you to buy life insurance immediately.
Oh wow.
Swindler.
If they ask you to marry them for their green card, would you marry them? And I don't know. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me try to think of another red flag that I've like encountered.
Anything that comes to you?
If they say they're 6'1", but they're really 5'10".
Watch out for Tinder. Understandable. Alright, and what would you say are some like toxic things? If you're in a toxic relationship, I'm young, you know, sometimes my red flags look kind of orange. So what would you say, like, how do you know, would you stick with a toxic relationship? Do you get out of one? Do you try and make things work?
I've totally been in toxic relationships. I'm not really like anti-toxic relationships. It's just that you're gonna have trauma afterwards and probably need a therapist. I think most people's flags are kind of orange for me too. So I would say, you know, just you love who you love, you can't help it.
And then do you have any life advice? Any life advice for the people, whether that be in relationships, like in life, your goals?
Just keep doing what you're doing and going for what you want to do. And eventually you'll be a few steps closer to achieving your dream.
And where are you heading to tonight?
I just bought groceries and
Well, thank you for your time. Have a good night. And sorry for bothering you.
you didn't bother me. Thank you. Shout out
And this is
to
Tasha. Shout out. Do you have any IG? Any handles?
Oh, shout out to Cyber Witch.
Cyber Witch. Follow her.
Thanks. Very nice to meet you guys.
And we're at the top-notch interview tonight. We're interviewing Description
And 1L.
and 1L. So we're just gonna ask you guys a few basic questions on relationships. What would you say in the beginning of your relationship? What would you say are some red flags to look out for? When you're barely starting to talk to someone, what would you say are some red flags to look out for?
Body language, of course. Body language.
Body language, alright. Watch out for their body language if they're lying. Anything to add?
Yeah, if they don't have any tolerance for your communication, right up top.
Understandable.
Yeah. If they don't, you know, if they're not willing to listen or, you know, give you the benefit of the doubt. That's a red flag.
Understandable. And then as far as like youngins like me, who are in toxic relationships that are afraid to let go of what they have, what'd you say are like some advice to give to those people in toxic relationships so they keep it going?
I can fully relate to that.
Because some of those red flags look orange, you know?
Yeah, but you know, I think right off the top, it's kind of hard to not give them the benefit of the doubt, otherwise it'd be a double standard, you know what I'm saying? So, you just, I would say my advice would be to give them the benefit of the doubt, but keep a close eye on that person. Close eye. Don't let it slip from you.
This is not toxic.
Bill Gates, what kind of stuff?
Get out of there.
My toxic relationship. We damn sure
I couldn't agree more.
And then last question, not a question, but do you have any life advice to maybe give people, whether that be in their relationships, their goals, just in general? You seem like you got some pearls of wisdom to bestow upon us.
Keep it 100, man. You know, and keep it a bug the whole way through. If there's something that you need to air out, let it be known in the beginning. And if she or he doesn't dig it right off the top, then that might not be the person for you. So keep it 100 the whole way through, especially in the beginning. And drink a lot of probiotics in the beginning because that bitch really might not serve you a letter.
Alright. Thank you for your time. We're here again with the Scription and 1L. Do you guys have any IG handles or anything we can shout you out to?
Yeah, here I probably really know my wife.
Okay, across the board, faded
Across the board, 1L. That's ONELLE.
Across the board, 1L. Alright, thank you again for your time.
Invisible Gang.
Hollywood, we're here with, what's your name? Sean, and what was your dog's name? Akira. That's a nice name. We're just asking you some basic questions tonight. We're just trying to figure out the definition and meaning of love. So, we being a person who looks like you get a lot of interest from women, we're just kind of like that. What are some red flags, would you say, in a relationship? Or when you're barely starting to talk to someone, what are some red flags to look out for?
Things not to say, or
Just from the individual, like, what are some things to look out for? Like, maybe you don't want to pursue that person romantically.
their taste in music.
Their taste in music? Okay.
Yeah, if they got shit taste in music, it's gonna be kind of hard to. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not saying that's. I mean, you can have other things in common. But that's for me. That's kind of cool.
Okay, so watch out for their music taste. And then, as far as me being young, there's some people like myself who like to stay in these relationships and not knowing whether they're toxic or not. So, what would you say for those individuals out there who are in toxic relationships that want to get out and are stuck? Would you say that they should stay? Should they leave? Should they try and make things work? Because some of my red flags look kind of worried.
Well, if you look, I mean, if you know you're not like into them and they're not into you, and you're just with them, like, so I heard it saying one time, like sometimes people need each other more than they love each other, and sometimes it's just people fear being alone, like dreadfully, so they don't, they'll be with somebody even if they don't want to be with them, but at the end of the day, you have to be accountable for your life because it's yours, and so if you're in something that's bad, you should get out.
Got it. And then, do you have any life advice to maybe give viewers, whether that be just life in general, relationships, or your goals?
I don't know. I got a book today. Let's see what, I like this author. He's always got good quotes.
Yes to life.
Yeah, ironic, right? Victor Frankl's a good writer.
Pick up a book, read Yes to Life.
Yeah, it actually just came out. He wrote Man's Search for Meaning. Okay, so I'm gonna quote Victor Frankl, and okay, either we change our fate if possible, or we willing accept it if necessary.
Either we change our fate if possible, or we willing accept if necessary. Some firm advice. Alright, where are you heading tonight?
Going home.
Going home, alright. I'll get out of here. Nice meeting you again. Alright, thank you.
Bye, cameraman.
Appreciate you, man. Have a blessed night.
Good evening, Hollywood. We're here with
April.
April, and we're just gonna ask you a few questions tonight. We were wondering, when you're barely starting talking to someone, what are some red flags to look out for if you're interested in pursuing them romantically?
I'm interested in pursuing them romantically. Red flags I would look out for. I'm like horrible at this, but I would say someone just falls for you too fast. That kind of freaks me out. But if they also like ignore me too long, I'm all like whatever. So I don't know. It's like somewhere in the middle where if you like someone, you want to be patient with them, but then you don't want to like not let them know. And if they are, because I just think of like the narcissist who's just like, oh, you're my soulmate, you're like the most amazing person I've ever met, and it's like right away, that freaks me out.
Understandable. And then as far as like somebody like me, who a lot of my red flags look boring, and there are people who are my age that stay in their toxic relationships because they don't know if there's that one out there. Would you say to those people in their relationships, should they stay in their relationships? Should they leave? Maybe they should see like.
Should they stay in the relationship if what?
Should they just leave?
If what?
If they, I don't know, if it's toxic, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Never stay in a toxic relationship. I mean, it's different if you have kids and you want to try to like work on toxic behavior and get therapy and try to work through it. But I'd say if you don't, no. Like, it's too damaging, it costs too much money. Even if the person leaves your life, the residual like damage of that trauma of having a bad relationship can last longer. So however long it took you to get out of the relationship takes you that much longer to heal from it. So I would say get out right away.
And then as far as cheating goes, always just a gut feeling if you think you're significant.
Well, as a female, I don't know. Like, we have like intuition to where like I've been cheated on, and I something like told me, like God, the Holy Spirit told me or something, like, no, he's no good, he's doing this, and then you find out. So yeah, you trust your gut. Yeah.
And then any life advice in general, relationship life advice?
I mean, I don't think I'm the one to ask for relationship advice, but life advice, I don't think I'm the one to do that either, but I would say that you have to honor yourself and your heart, and you have to trust yourself, and you have to find like you're more worthy than you think you are.
Okay. I think that's some good advice to go. Any handles or anything? Maybe you can chat you out before we're out of here.
I mean, I just got back into my account, which is Concrete Rose Yoga, but it was at Flyer Will Fly, so I mean, you don't have to follow me, but if you want to,
so
I'm an actress, so no.
She's an actress, so Concrete Rose Yoga or Fly Will Fly?
Well, that one I'm locked out of, but that's a big page, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
nice. Thank you for your time.
Yeah,
Nice
you're welcome. I think that's my number, my
list.
Awesome. All right, thanks.